pulse of the VI. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.
Pulse
VI.
Hey, good afternoon.
We made it.
We made it.
Oh my god.
We're online. Guys, we
if they only know what we went through.
if you're online right now, just want to let you guys know we have some technical difficulties. You're probably going to see this on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
But if you are online on the TuneIn Radio app,
you're
listening right now, just want to let you guys know we have some water in our lines.
Yep.
Some 21st century problems. And,
but we're told once it's fixed this time, it's fixed for good,
once
right?
it's fixed for good.
Okay.
And we got Che in the building.
What up?
And he's just taking over. Look at him.
Hey guys, I'm Che.
Look at him. Welcome.
Thank you.
Che.
Thanks for having
We're
me.
excited to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
So tell us how you ended up here today.
Okay, so the story start with me. I went out last night.
Oh, where did you went out to?
I can't tell you everywhere I went.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you everywhere I went, but I went to Aramis.
Okay.
And I was there cool, and I was like, okay, And all the end of the day, I was like, I got hit up, Robbie, because I saw him on.
Mr. Social Butterfly himself.
Oh, okay, great. I'm not alone. Okay.
Social butterfly.
Right.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. Right. So I just happened to see Robbie. We said hi, and we started talking. He's like, "Hey, what you doing tomorrow?" I was like, I really want to come on this show, man. Like, yo, tell me what's up. And he's like, yeah, come through. And
you're here.
and here we are.
Well, great.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you.
Real people do real things.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
That's it.
tell us about what's been going on in your life.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're gonna start talking about me. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're here to,
Okay, so I'm here for hot topics.
Yeah, tell us.
You are here for hot topics, but what do you do? What do you do on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, okay, so people use the term and say he's a jack of all trades. So you might hear my name in different corners. It's fine.
Okay.
I move pretty fast. So if you say, "Oh, I thought I saw you," you probably did, but I'm not there for long.
Okay.
I work in the government.
Oh.
Ministry of Finance. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
After you have this long conversation about everything about Che,
Right.
it's like, oh, so what do you really do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I work in the Ministry of Finance.
So that's one of your jacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not important.
Tell us about some of the
Sorry.
other jacks.
The other
not
jacks.
important.
Yeah.
That's base.
Yeah.
Che is a dancer.
Ding ding ding.
Musician, ding ding ding,
Yep.
and entrepreneur, business guy.
Did you just say private dancer, Blake?
No, I'm just saying you need to clarify the type of dance.
Okay. Okay. I do various styles of dance. I started off doing hip hop. When I started to take my talents to the stage.
Wagon.
Okay.
Wagon, that he knows about it.
The dance group.
The
Sorry.
dance group.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I started. And then since then I've just been a dance choreographer, producer
Wow.
of shows. Anything you want choreography, let me know. Also a musician, so I play the trumpet. I've also been a music teacher.
Gosh,
That's a different jack.
you wear a whole lot of hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right now I do salsa, I do
That's the thing I want to hear about.
I do dance hall. So my dance group started off with hip hop and dance hall, and then that group phased out over
Okay.
the years. We were young and we were doing our thing, but then I went away to school. I learned salsa, I came back. I learned tap dancing while I was here, self-taught. I didn't mention that tap dancer.
Gee whiz.
Yes.
And yeah,
So I'll tell you my reason for asking him to come on the show. All jokes aside, is because I think you're a legend.
okay.
Boy, just listening
I
to
appreciate
it.
I think he's a legend because I've known Che my entire life growing up, and he's always been mentoring kids in dance and in different styles of dance, and it's not just like, oh yeah, I do this because I'm good at it. No, I
Right.
do this because I want to teach others. Like I like seeing other people, strive for what they want to do.
That's
So like
so
seeing
commendable.
that happening,
Yeah.
especially with a young person,
Yeah.
and doing it for so many years, and then you having the salsa nights, you have hip hop, and you do everything.
Yeah.
I think it's very, I don't know, it's very, very, very courageous.
I
Number
appreciate
one.
that. Thank you.
And I think we need more people like that.
I'm
You know what I
telling
mean?
you.
Doing with other skills. So that's why really I wanted you to come on the show.
Yeah,
to be
well,
honest.
I appreciate that.
And salsa nights,
Wednesday
Wednesdays.
night.
Wednesdays, aromas, first and third
Aromas.
Wednesdays, people.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we're coming.
Yeah, so
Me and my girls.
I'll just follow up on what Robbie said. Basically, I've had that passion for dance since I was very young, and I've never had that dance teacher. I've never been signed up for dance classes. It's always
Oh,
been
it's just natural.
It's natural.
It's in you.
It's inside. It's still there. I'm trying to get it out, and I've been trying to get it out. I'm
Yeah.
still getting it out.
Well, I guess you are.
Yeah. So I just say, hey, I grew up watching TV and learning dances, and then took it to different levels. I really have a passion for choreography. So that's where the beauty of the art of dance is for me. And I just say, okay, hey, well, a choreographer need dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a choreographer without dancers? So
Yeah.
So, any international stages you've danced on? You've traveled dancing, or just all local?
I have traveled
Okay.
and danced while I've traveled. So I guess I am international.
Don't get all technical.
Yeah. Yeah, but no. I'm not a big time dance performer like
Okay.
that. No, I'm a street legend, like what Bobby says. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's either you saw me and he was amazing.
streets.
I keep it in the streets.
Okay.
And when you see me, it's real.
Cool. Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah. So
And
today.
sharing a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Today is all hot topics, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
So now that we get Che out of the way,
Okay.
no one wants to hear about him anymore.
Bye, guys.
Now that we have him out of the way, we have 2 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's 3:13. It's going to be 3:15 here in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. I'm going to start off our hot topics and with a question.
Sure.
Should your lover, your significant other, have the password to your cell phone?
Who's going first? That's a tough one.
It's so tough.
It's tough because I think everything depends on the type of relationship you have with that person.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Geez, I don't even know where to begin with that one.
I really think Claudia thinking a little too hard about this.
Yeah,
This thing.
I am, because it's, oh God, should they have the password? I don't know. I'm going to, I defer to you, Robbie, or
I
Che.
asked the question.
Yeah, it's a
Somebody,
question. You should have
somebody.
an opinion on this. You should.
Like I said, it depends on the relationship.
So what's your answer? How would you like this to be?
I'm not a super private person anyway.
Okay.
You know, like my life is basically an open book.
Okay.
You know, I don't lock anything. So basically, if it's meant to be seen, it's going to be seen. Because,
Yeah.
like, I give my password to everybody in my office. They come and they want to use my phone. I just give them my password. You know, I mean,
Right. Open book.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
As you say, it depends on the
on the
relationship.
relationship
It depends on the
because
relationship.
It depends on the person as
but
well,
I
too.
think that if you and that person have that relationship that, you know, is there and the trust is there, because it all comes down to trust, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if the trust is there,
Okay.
guys, we're gonna take a break.
We're going to take a break.
And
It's
Robbie
3:15.
and Che and
Che.
Blake. Sorry, Che.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah.
And Blake is going to chime in on this. I want to know how they feel about it.
All right. Okay.
Caribbean Superstation people, 90.9 FM. This is Pulse VI. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, come right back.
Bow.
See you guys.
Pulse VI.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're here with Pulse VI in the building. You're here with BVI Che. We got Che in the building.
We're
in the house.
happy to have him.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
chilling.
happy to be here.
We're chilling today. It's Claudia's birthday, people.
Happy birthday, Claudia.
Let me tell you guys, they planned a surprise party. I was so floored. Do you understand
But
me?
she wasn't surprised.
It's so touching. Okay? I mean, the cake, the champagne. Guys, we are popping it up in here.
Big
I don't
time.
even drink and I'm popping it.
I'm just here
I've
to-
had a
I'm
couple of
popping
drinks.
it. It starts way.
Yeah, okay. You see what I'm saying? So
pop it.
it's really good, and the cake is good.
Yeah, it's good
Oh,
cake.
it's really good cake.
And I know cake.
I'm sorry, Sherwin. Let me just put it out there. The 2 unks that I'm gonna gain when I weigh in next week is all about the birthday cake. I just put out there already.
All right, cool.
But back to the subject at hand. Y'all ain't getting away from this one, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Blake
Oh, nice. Nice.
because Blake is married.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to Blake first. He's married. Blake, so how do you feel about this? And then I need to know, does your wife has the password and do you have hers?
I believe, how I feel about it, I believe everybody's entitled to their personal space.
Okay.
Does she have the password? No, because she ain't never asked for it.
Nice woman.
And
She trusts you.
I like her.
I wouldn't say she trusts me.
Yeah, what did I
I
was
mean,
gonna say.
you trust people as far as you could throw 'em. That's what the old
You're a
people
pretty
say.
heavy guy.
Do you have hers?
No, I don't want it.
And you don't want
You don't
it.
He
want it.
respects that
And
personal
that's
space.
your relationship. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Your
yeah, yeah.
relationship is there and it's okay. It's not an issue.
But the main reason I have a password on my phone just because I don't want my children on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Period.
You see, their mother phone is like their plaything.
Yeah, I understand.
Mine ain't no plaything.
Okay.
This is my business.
Business.
Exactly.
Okay.
The only
Yep.
time I play an app on this is when I go in the bathroom.
Okay.
Other than that, business is ain't no toy. Every minute she got some virus on her phone because them children
Do
doing all
something.
kind of foolishness. But
Okay.
Yep.
at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their personal space.
Lovely,
That's my take
lovely.
on it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Agreed. I mean, I'm going to go back and say it depends on the relationship. Because, as Blake says, yes, everybody's entitled to their own personal space, your own personal password, your own cell phone. There might be things on there that you can't explain.
Right.
You know, that it might be innocent, but you still can't explain it.
Yep.
And people and people
And you know,
yeah, and
women,
people
women
send
don't
stuff
never
to
see
your
the
phone.
we don't never see the innocence.
Not only that, there's group chats these days.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Yeah.
And with group chats with guys,
Ooh.
sometimes guys send pictures of different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Things.
you could go on my phone and you might see a picture of several women, but it has nothing to do with me. But how do I explain
Yeah.
my innocence?
And-
Okay.
How do I do that?
I'll just say we also share scriptures in those chats too. Yes. we
Yes, very,
Amen.
lots of Bible
Yes.
verses like
Amen.
every
Lots of
single
it.
morning.
Yeah.
Amen.
do. When they do think that we're sending other stuff, I'm like, yo,
yes.
Yeah.
we encourage each other, we motivate,
Exactly.
Boy,
And
I just
we-
love this.
If we could hold hands, we would.
Amen.
Yeah, we do, but we don't do it because it's
Yeah,
macho.
brotherhood.
Yeah, yeah.
Macho man.
I
Yeah, you-
understand. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, but also too, right? Let's be real. If you're trying to hide something from a woman, you could still give her your password and hide everything
Anything.
from her. It's
Exactly.
a technical wall,
And
guys.
I'm telling you
it's
guys,
a technical wall.
unfortunately for me, they could hide everything. 'Cause y'all know I'm still trying to understand this phone, right? And it ain't have nothing on it.
Exactly. There's
So,
so
yeah.
many ways you could lock an app.
Ooh,
You
you
can
could.
hide
There's many
pictures
ways
and
around it if you want
videos.
to hide.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sell out other
But
guys
give
in
me
the
some
wall,
clues.
but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, it's. I mean, it's a technical wall. Like,
Okay.
if you want to hide something,
and you guys
then
have mastered it anyway.
I'm not
right?
saying I mastered
No.
it. Hey,
Yeah.
whoa,
No,
watch
not
it. Plead the
master.
fifth.
Not mastered.
Stepping out, exiting.
Not master the hiding part. Master the technology.
Oh, I get.
Yeah.
I guess.
Technology has mastered itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just the users. That's
Okay.
what they call us.
I guess.
Okay.
But I think overall, whether your significant other have your password or not, the minute doubt flows into a woman's brain,
Yeah.
Right.
it is over, brother.
It's there.
Right. But you know what?
So
you know what?
Robbie, you finish your answer. Though.
You know what? 80% of the 80% of the time, a woman's instinct is always right.
I said 90.
80.
90. Okay.
I said 90.
I'll
I
give
said
you the
once,
benefit of the doubt.
no, serious. Once we feel
Again.
it,
No, my question is it your instinct or is it your friend?
well, I mean, I can't speak for others. I don't keep a big friend circle, and I don't tend to discuss relationships with most of my friends. We don't discuss their relationships, so I can't speak to others. But I mean, I think most women have a gut feeling about things, and usually once we feel it in our gut, and sometimes we
Sometimes.
overthink it. We may overprocess it,
Yeah.
and we every little nuance we may think too much about it.
Right.
But chances are 9 out of 10 times,
Yeah,
once
you're
we
right.
feel it, it's something. It may not be quite
We-
something, but it's something.
I think we have that too. We just don't.
Oh,
We just
yeah?
don't listen to it.
We just don't listen to it.
Oh,
I think we choose not to listen
We
to
have-
it.
we
It's
have
a
our
choice.
struggles.
It's
Yeah.
a choice.
Yeah, we don't do good with pain.
No,
yeah,
well,
women are
we have-
different. Sometimes we go looking for pain unnecessarily too.
Yeah,
Someti-
that's true.
And sometimes
That
we
is true.
create pain when there's really
Yeah.
no pain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sound in your mind.
So-
Mind doesn't matter.
Something to think about.
And you should mind what matters. Yeah.
I like how he puts it.
You
yeah.
should mind what matters.
So
Yeah.
that was a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give my my input on this one.
Okay.
So basically, a phone is made to make calls. So I'll allow you to make calls on my phone if you need to. So I'll always make sure that if you're in need, you're in trouble, and my phone is there, you can always make a call,
Gotcha.
And that's it.
and that's it.
I understand.
Yeah, I'll set my phone that you can make a call.
Oh, see,
Right.
he's talking about setting
Technical
the
difficulties.
I want to chime in on that because we
Yeah.
literally had this topic in the office yesterday,
Okay.
and I told my coworker that if me and you together, Claudia, and you ask me for my phone to make a call, and I unlock my phone and give it to you, and you do something other than making a call, you have a problem.
That's a breach of trust.
Yeah.
You definitely have a problem.
Yeah,
trust
but
that
most
person.
women have problems.
So why you go looking for it for?
I don't know. Some things are just be itching.
Yeah.
I think some things
I had to be
just-
bored or something.
It's not bored. I think,
It's a lack of something.
women, unfortunately,
lack of
we
something.
just have a lot of insecurities.
There you go.
That's the problem.
But that
And
damaged relationships.
I know, but the problem is that, sometimes we just need that reassurance from the partner.
Yeah.
And because you guys sense our insecurities,
And
you
this is-
push against
and you
it.
see, this is
what I'm
where-
saying?
this is where
so then that
communication
just
comes
creates
in.
more insecurities in us.
This is where communication comes in. If you want to know something, you just ask.
Yeah.
And
they
we'll
don't
talk
want-
about
That's a problem. We ask and then we get an answer and we still don't like the answer. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we still keep
it. Yeah.
we keep pushing.
Because you want me to say what you
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
Because you want to be right.
Yeah, we have issues.
So my question is, do women really want to be happy?
You know what? Oh God, that's a tough one. Do women want to be happy? I think we want to be happy with what our mind tell us is happiness for us, and happiness for us is not the same every day.
Drama is entertaining.
I was just gonna say.
No, I'm
drama is
serious.
very
I'm a
entertaining.
real, I'm a real
I was-
person.
I was
I'm one
just
of them.
talking.
No, but serious, I'm one of them. From time I meet people and they're talking to me, I'm saying, look, I don't lie. I say, look, I have the days that I am really, you know what? Because I'm moody. So I try not to pretend. A lot of women pretend and act pretentious and try to act the perfect. I don't pretend. From the get-go, I get moody. I have issues. I do have insecurity issues. And I think, some of those grow with you. Mine's come from young. I was always the skinniest, the blackest in the classroom, and I was always teased.
You're both the skinniest and the blackest.
I'm telling you. You understand me? So I was always teased from young for being that. You know what I mean? So I grew up with those insecurities. And, although I have a lot of self-love and I've learned to accept who I am and love who I am, that doesn't mean that the insecurities that are within me have gone.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is. A lot of us have insecurities that have been there from different things we've experienced in our past. And, in the black community, we don't tend to go to the shrink and sit down on the, the bed and, talk about it. We kind of just grow with it, and sometimes that fester up.
Yep.
And, when we see that window to lash out or, just get it out, it may not even have anything to do with our significant other. It's just, whatever is going on in our mind or
Right.
from our past that we haven't dealt with.
While we're on that topic, would you guys ever do therapy?
I would.
To keep a
I always
relationship going?
listen. I always put my hand up where I need it.
I mean, I guess it depends on the situation.
The two people
'cause
have to want
the
it.
two people have to want
They
it,
have
to,
right?
yeah.
They would
Yeah.
have to want it
They
because
have
then,
to.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be something that both of you are fighting for. You know what I
Right.
mean? If both parties aren't there for the same reason and want the same outcome, you could go, but you're only healing your half of the relationship.
Yeah, because
know?
at what point do you realize it's not going to work?
Those are
Whenever
tough.
you keep trying. It's
those
such
are
a
tough
tough
questions.
situation. Because you
Those
might
are-
have kids
No, but-
involved.
yo,
You might have life involved.
those are tough questions.
Sometimes you know all the time. Sometimes you know.
Sometimes you know.
And that's true
Sometimes
too.
you know all the time.
And I say this to
True.
people all the
And you
time.
fight and you try.
I say this to people all the
Yeah.
time. My ex, I knew I was gonna done on my ex. Like
Yeah.
I knew from the beginning of the relationship
Yo.
that we would not be here forever.
Yeah.
And this is just for a time.
Yeah.
It's just for a season.
And you know what? Some of those relationships, that's what they're for. And
That's
but
all
I
it
think
is.
Yeah,
us
yeah.
as human being, we have this mindset that we get married, it's gonna last forever. And I, like when persons ask me stuff like that, I'm like, I'm a firm believer that every relationship is not for a lifetime. Some
Yeah,
are
I
for
would-
a
right.
season,
You know, I would-
some are for a reason.
We grew up on
I
fairy
agree
tales.
and disagree.
Okay.
Because, and I always say, right, in the BVI, we got to take it from home.
Okay.
We have a culture from the time we meet, use my man, I your man, use my woman.
We don't date.
We don't date.
Right.
True.
She
You
does.
got to make a friend before you make a lover,
Che
before you
dates.
get in a
Che dates.
relationship.
Yeah.
And sometimes I really don't really believe in the whole going to a therapist thing,
Okay.
because sometimes the best therapy is communication in this relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
You know
all
what I mean?
it is.
Yeah.
Once you have a friend foundation with your lover, you could talk about anything, because it's just like me and you cool. I piss you off. I know what's going to come your nerves after that.
Right.
If you need space, because I know you.
A nice shopping spree, like a
Nice shopping.
one of those
spree.
5,000
But,
K
you know
rings
what I mean?
that, you know,
So-
Kobe Bryant bought. You know what I'm saying?
So we got a lot of people up and down parading with rings on them hand with strangers, because they don't
Yeah.
know who them with, and when the shit hit the
Stuff.
hit the fan,
Right.
them don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, you know, building a relationship, I always say, I mean, I have a friend and her parents met, and then 2 weeks later they got married. They stayed together for 50 years until he passed away 2-3 years ago. So I mean, there are some people that's going to come into your life and it's just that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that's what it is.
Great.
And there are some people that could be in your life for a lifetime and you never got that connection. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? You could have been married to them for 50 years, but you never had that. It's just that way sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was gonna say with the ladies thing being happy that women are emotional creatures.
Tell me
We
about
are
it.
emotional, and happiness is just one state of emotion.
Right.
So you can't expect a woman to be happy
All the time.
all the time. You
Right.
know, we are the logical ones, and you're emotional, and you be emotional. That's what makes you a woman.
But a lot of men don't like that though.
We gotta learn to embrace it.
Oh, okay, great.
We're going to go to commercial.
Ooh.
3:30. Yeah, you're gonna take a break on that, and we'll come right back. Caribbean Superstation. This is
Yo.
Pulse VI. You're here with Che, Blake,
Che.
BVI,
Che is just
and
taking
the
over the
Swain
show.
Show. And we got a few guests in the house this
Woo,
afternoon.
celebrating the birthday.
Celebrating the birthday, girl.
Hey.
So, guys, you're gonna pay some bills and come right back. Caribbean Superstation, y'all. 90.9 FM. Pulse VI. We'll be right back.
Pulse VI.
Pulse. We're back, and Che's on his phone, not paying attention.
Oh,
He's
here.
you know, he's trying to see what's
kidding,
happening.
I'm
so he could
marketing.
have some,
I'm marking this like yo. We online right now. though.
listen to him. he might get hired.
So we just went on a break, ladies and gentlemen. Claudia just brought up Pooch Hall.
Pooch Hall, yes.
Okay, what happened?
Pooch Hall.
Tell us.
He was arrested he was drunk driving, hit another vehicle, I think a parked vehicle. No one was injured.
Okay.
But his 2-year-old toddler was on his lap and actually steering the car.
Wow.
And you know, I know in the BVI, I get upset when I see it, but I see it a lot.
Yeah.
I see it a lot.
That's-
And you know, every man, especially with a little son, you know, they think it's so cool, my little son. But God is good to them because at least nothing happened.
Yeah, at least
but
nothing happened.
imagine if that child, he had hit and the child had flown out of the car or
yeah.
something, he would have had to live with that.
Yeah.
You know, it's
But you know what too? He could not have been drunk. He could have just been intoxicated because it's two different things.
well, his level.
Like, you know what I mean?
They say he failed every sobriety test. they
Come
give him.
on, me and the guest, one of the guests in here, I'm not gonna call his name. We can have several drinks.
And be okay.
And
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna fail a sobriety test.
Yeah.
Come
But-
on,
but
we're
you're
gonna
not
fail.
drunk.
But I'm not drunk.
Why? Because your tolerance might be different.
Tolerance
That's true.
might be so
Of
high.
course.
It just so
Of
happens
course.
that this one
I
time
mean,
he hit another guy.
Let's be
Yeah.
real.
You know what I
If
mean?
the
Like-
if the Virgin Island had that breathalyzer test
Everybody
would
was gone,
I would
right?
be in jail right now.
every weekend, we'd have been locked up. But my question is, right? How can a man get drunk with a child.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo.
And what?
That's
Is he
what
a,
I'm-
is he
I'm
a
trying to
single
figure
dad?
that out.
No, his wife. They released the baby to the wife.
But where was she? I mean, he went to the bar with the
What
child.
do you mean released? Like they're not together?
How do you
No,
be
no,
drunk
no.
and still have the
When
child?
after they arrested him,
Yeah.
they turned the baby because normally social services would get involved, but for some reason they gave the baby to them.
So they're
his
separated?
wife. No, they're married.
So he went to the bar with the baby.
I didn't get the whole story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
we gotta find
Yeah,
out.
we got
Yeah.
to see what. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
'cause-
so many questions.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So many
How
questions.
does he get drunk with a 2-year-old?
Because I'll tell you, I
No,
started
I'm
driving
just
from
saying.
9 years old.
He probably
I've
was
been on
hanging
the
with
road
boys.
since 9 years old. Is that something I could say legally? I don't care. But
Well,
whatever.
it's too late now.
It's too late now. It's gone. But I've been driving since 9 years old. And it's because one night I had to drive home my parents.
Oh,
Deep.
yeah. I know
And they
people
put me
that
to
do
drive,
that.
and
Yeah.
I started driving from then.
Yeah.
So
God
But
bless
your
video
dad-
games.
He was sober.
Huh?
God bless video games.
God bless video games.
Mario Kart. I endorse it. I endorse it.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Dads are different. Dads are very different.
Yeah, yeah.
I would put my 2-year-old son on my lap and have him stare at the cat. I would do that. I'm not saying that I done that, but I'm saying I would do that. But drunk, that's a different story. How intoxicated was he is my question, because it just could happen that it was just like an unfortunate situation where this time around he actually hit something. You know what I mean? Like, and he wasn't paying attention.
But
and
the question is, did he hit something because the 2-year-old was staring?
right,
Not
right.
sure, right.
Or did
He-
something
yeah,
hit? Or,
yeah.
Well, you said it might be a
It
parked
was
car.
a parked vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah. It just doesn't look good.
I'm
It's
just-
bad.
Because
It's
he was
terrible.
driving and some fine young lady passed, and he was like, "Hey," and
Right. Exactly.
So then we asked, what was the 2-year-old drinking? What's in that
Not
bottle?
breast milk, huh?
What's in that milk?
Yeah, I don't know. So,
Yeah, they don't give any more story as to where he was coming from. It was 7:30 in the evening,
In the evening.
so it was still early.
With a 2-year-old.
Yeah, it was
well,
still
drunk
early.
has no time.
That's true.
Intoxication has no time,
Yeah.
and we know
Yeah.
that in the BVI. People.
But I mean,
are,
in terms of having the baby with him, it was still early in the afternoon,
true, true,
in the evening.
right,
yeah.
right. At least it
So-
wasn't. I don't know. I think we just need a lot more information.
Which,
It's just,
yeah.
the story's not completely clear
Yeah.
right now.
and they ain't gonna get clear either.
I think it's not gonna get cleared.
No.
He's a
So,
celebrity.
that's what I'm saying.
This gonna go,
Yeah.
over the head.
Yeah.
Under the water, under the bridge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
All right. What else you got there in that little book?
Well, LeBron James played his first game.
In the LA?
As a
but-
Laker?
As a Laker.
Laker.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, it's
Did
really
any of you
happened.
guys catch it?
No.
No. I didn't.
Okay.
No.
He was received well by the fans.
Of course.
Of course he will. Of
yeah.
course he
Yeah,
will.
it's
LA, come
LA,
on, man.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm
he's
not a
been
Laker
trying to get
fan. I'm
LA.
sorry. I don't care who they get.
What people fail to realize is that LeBron made a business decision. This wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
no,
He's
no.
a
This
wasn't about
businessman.
basketball.
they both
Like,
made a
he's a
business
He's
decision.
a
Business
smart
decision.
businessman.
Los
Exactly.
Angeles has to have
Yeah.
Not
is one
only
of the
that, he
biggest
has-
franchises.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but he has a studio where he's gonna be a producer. So he has movies
I
now
mean, and he
coming out
has
in
movies,
LA. So
he does
it
music.
was the perfect move.
He
It
does
was
TV
It's
shows.
TV shows.
definitely not for basketball because he knows he's not gonna win any championships over there.
Well, I'm not gonna say that, Trey. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna
might,
say
yeah.
that because
But-
he might.
okay,
yeah.
okay, it is possible as
He
long
might.
as he is
He
playing. There is a chance. Yes,
Right.
Maybe it's not a high chance, but there is a chance. As long as he is playing, yes, there is a chance LeBron can
Right.
win. It won't be as easy.
Yeah.
And I know it. You know, if you know basketball, you know his fans will be like, "Oh, when he goes to championship."
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that, West
Right.
Coast, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Not in the West Coast.
not in the West
Got the
Coast.
team. Need
Yeah.
a team.
Yeah, you never know what could happen.
Yeah. Well, okay. Cool.
So it's gonna
Cool.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's happened in the BVI? We've talked international a little bit. What's happening in the BVI this past week? Oh, there was an article online about the pen lady that made it to the New York Times. Her house still has no roof.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I read that.
I did not read
You
that.
know,
What's-
so
fill
I'm
me in.
calling
What's
on
happening?
Adopt a Roof or whoever is out there doing something. Check out the article. It was on Virgin Islands News Online, I think. And then they link you to the New York Times article where they interviewed this lady, and she has
Yep.
she has 2 kids live with her, but I think one has some kind of illness. And
I don't think that part is in the article.
yeah,
Okay.
but I mean,
You're a guy. You didn't read it whole thing.
but
did.
she has no roof.
She's emotional.
And she said no one
She's
has.
emotional.
She says no one has come by. No one. So I want to know where is the RDA and all the other programs that they have had the seniors. This is a senior lady. I think she's in her 80s.
She
That
is.
you know, where's the help for the seniors? And how much longer do they have to wait? It's been over a year. Come on, it's time for something to give now.
That's tough.
That's tough.
It's very tough.
She lives in Huntomsgut or Hospat. So right there, I mean, they show pictures of her roofs. It looks scary.
Okay, I want to share a little my opinion on this thing.
Okay.
The culture right now is everybody's the government this, the government that, the government this.
When it comes to the
government that.
seniors, yes.
Personally, I don't even care about the New York Times because they come here just to, in a sense, use us.
Exploit us
Right.
somewhat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
Exploit.
course.
At the
If
end of
the
the
New
day,
York
it's just a
Times
story.
had care,
It's a
I would have loved to
story.
hear that the New York
It's a story.
Times came, did the story on the lady, and say, "Hey,
Help her.
we can help you."
Right.
Yeah.
But forget the New York Times. We got all kind of businesses here in the BVI. Why none can come together and say, "Hey, let us help our people"?
Yes, they are.
Yo.
But you know they're
Yo,
helping
yo.
us with the high prices in their stores that they've made up. I mean, really, that's the help they're giving us. Don't you see the prices since Irma?
We're learning new
They
budgeting
feel like they're
techniques.
helping us
Yeah.
because we don't have to go overseas to get these stuff.
Right.
We should buy them local
It's
and
right
pay
here.
their high ridiculous price. All of them have already become millionaires since Irma. Tell
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah. True.
I mean,
so-
really.
Because right now, right?
Again, twice
yes,
over.
the
Thank
government
you.
it's the government's responsibility to look out for the people.
For
But-
the elderlies especially.
But everything requires a process,
It's
and
been a year.
everything that the government does takes time.
Mm-hmm.
And the people don't realize that the government, in a sense, the way it's structured and all the legalities and rare, it cannot move in real time.
Of course. I
And
respect that, but
feel
God,
that
it's been a
social-
year.
I feel that social media right now is part of the problem.
Well,
Because
forget it, it's
everybody is socialites and
And it's gonna
social
stay.
analysts.
Oh yeah.
News
And
media.
and everybody's opinion is, you know.
Yeah, important.
posted on
That's
my
how it
page,
is.
so now
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
just
real.
because you have an opinion don't mean it matters.
Right.
You know what I
Opinions
mean?
are like
What are you
pairs of
doing
shoes.
to better the
Opinions are like what?
situation?
Yeah.
No, opinions are like shoes. Everybody has a pair.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I truly believe the culture of the BVI really depending on the government need to change.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when it comes to the seniors, I feel like if no one else should have gotten immediate attention, if you sit down and look at how many seniors just been dying, because these are persons that have probably all they've had was what was
But
in that house.
my question is, okay, the government needs to do for the seniors,
Yeah.
but how much has the government done for the seniors? You're not hearing which seniors has gotten stuff. All you're hearing
But
is
probably they
who
need
ain't
to
get
let
stuff.
us know. They need to let us know so that we know. I mean, I know quite a few seniors that ain't got much.
But even if the government lets you know how much seniors they have assisted, it still ain't a matter. Because as my partner said, everybody
you might
got-
have an opinion.
Yeah, it's-
everybody got opinion.
Yeah,
Oh, ain't
so-
enough.
so-
you need to do.
yeah,
you
yeah.
need. You need.
Yeah,
It's
and
never enough.
It's
Well,
never
I
But when the
mean-
enough.
government say, "Hey,
You know,
need-
and-
we need to increase this tax so we can help take care of the people."
They
Oh,
had no
don't go in my
problem.
pocket.
Let's be honest. They had no problem increasing no tax on us. They ain't had no problem. They ain't increase it for their rich white friends, but they had no
Oh.
problem increasing it for us. Come on, tell the truth. They haven't.
What taxes we talking
I
about?
cannot confirm. No,
I
I
can't
mean,
confirm or
I
deny
am-
any
we
of
ain't paying
these
none?
allegations.
I'm just-
Passport went up. Departure tax went up. Payroll tax went up.
Those are-
Social Security
those
went
are-
up.
Okay,
those are-
what
all
do you-
these.
what do you-
You're talking
why-
about fees.
why is it bad?
Fees and taxes.
Tell me this.
Same. They all
Same thing.
come down to the same thing. They are going in the
Taking your
government
money out,
coffers.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
why
it's
shouldn't
money.
the departure tax go up?
I'm not saying that it shouldn't have gone up. I'm just saying they had no problem increasing taxes for us. But whenever there comes to a discussion to increase taxes for their rich white friends, it's always an issue. They find ways to curtail and spare them, and we pay it. We don't have. Where do we go to if they raise taxes on us? We just have to pay it. We have no recourse.
Well, I think some of these decisions, especially with some of the fees, like we say, you know, fees are specific to certain issues. Taxes is basically, you know, put on different, like more, so everyone has to pay, or particular groups as specified.
Right.
But if you look at certain fee structures, that, you know, prices in the BVI are like super low. The departure tax compared to other places, other islands, in the region, you know.
Yeah,
the
but
fees
you look
are-
at you raise those things based on pay scale. You look at the minimum wage in the BBI, it's
Yeah.
super low.
No, well,
So you know
see-
it has to be a balance.
Yeah, there is a balance, and what happened is the BVI is still high profile, even though we have what you may call equality issue but you know the BVI does generate money. This is something that we brag on. So how are we gonna talk about low income
But
people?
and that's
Legal
the
and
thing.
illegal.
Huh?
And that's the
legal and
thing,
illegal.
right? But that's the thing is that if you interview the average person,
Yep.
the average BVI lander, what is their pay scale? You know what I'm saying? So when you see those reports saying, yeah, we make the pay scale is this, but talk about the average person being able to survive and look at the cost of living.
Yeah, yeah.
You have
So
to
then-
look at all
so then
those
we
things.
talk
The
about-
cost of living
we
is
talk
off the
about,
chain.
The cost of living is one thing, and then the next thing I'm going to talk about too is what we is lifestyles.
Yeah.
Some people just spend bad. Some people just don't have that discipline to spend the money right. So no matter how much money you make, you're still going to overspend it.
Of course.
I'll chime in and chill with that, right? I see BVI lander after BVI lander after BVI lander complain about the price of living in the BVI. But one of the main reasons why the cost of living is high in the BVI is rent. And who rents these apartments? BVI landers. And you say the cost of living is high, but expats could come to the BVI, make a living, and still send money home.
Yeah.
Because
The cost of living only high
Right.
for BVI landlords
That's not
because
true.
we are living above.
I don't agree.
Means-
I
It's
sorry, I
fact.
can't agree
You
that.
can't even-
I'm
you
not
can't
saying
even debate.
I'm not saying that there are
it is a
of course
valid
there,
debate.
Yeah,
there
but
are
I'm not
persons
splitting.
living
I'm
a-
not splitting a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 other guys.
Right. I think you have to look at the
I'm not.
whole picture. There are a lot of people here. Listen, I mean, I'm not one that say you need a man for everything, but there are some women that need a man for everything.
No, I ain't debate.
Do you understand me?
I ain't saying people ain't
Because-
struggling enough.
Is it
But I'm
getting hot
just
here?
saying
We need to save more.
we need to save more,
Yeah, you need
I mean,
to.
of
I'll
course,
take that.
of course, but I think
and you
that
need to bring down your rent too.
Yeah.
No, and
yeah, go ahead.
not only save. I think people should learn to invest more.
yes.
Right.
So Chi
Che.
will
Che.
Che. God, why do I want to
Damn.
call you Chi?
I don't know. Don't do that.
Che.
This is the last time.
Your balance.
Yes. Che.
Yes.
Maybe you could come on in the future and speak on some
I'm-
investment options.
But I
and-
thought I was a host. Okay.
Okay,
You're
well,
jack of all trades like Blake.
okay. Che wants to be a full-time
We're
host.
gonna take a break.
We're gonna take a
It's
break.
3:47 in the BBI. I hope you guys having a great afternoon, like we are. Having some champagne for Claudia's birthday in here today. We got
Nice.
some friends in the studio.
Nice
We're just
cake.
chilling. We got
That's not-
cake. We got
What's the price of this cake?
liquor. What's the what? The price of the cake?
Was this cake overpriced? I don't know. What? We're eating some expensive cake.
Guys, we got we deserve the best. Guys, we're gonna take a break. We come right back. Pulse VI 90.9 FM Caribbean Super Station. Right back.
Pulse VI.
So guys, we're here.
We're back and we have Che.
Yeah.
I
Not
got
Chi.
it right. I
Not
got it
Chi.
right. Woo,
Yeah.
woo.
Guys, we got 11 minutes more on the show.
Ooh.
Caribbean Superstation, y'all. Shout out to the Caribbean Superstation. Shout out to Andrew and Shane
It
and
was
all the hardworking
yeah,
guys.
it's good
all the
show.
hardworking guys.
Yeah.
If you guys online, only way you could be listening to us right now is if you're online.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're listening, just know that we had some technical difficulties today. We got
We're
some water in
sorry.
the lines,
Very
but
sorry.
we still decided to do the show
Because we love you.
because we love y'all. We
I
love y'all
love it.
support. We got Che in the building.
Yo.
Not Chi.
Chasing.
Che is a mess.
Yo.
He's a mess.
So what else? What else you want to mention today? And, what else for hot topics?
Hot topics. We had 2 big albums drop this week, huh?
Oh.
Okay, we actually had several.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, yeah.
2 that I know of because
Okay.
you know, you know what I'm saying.
Well-
we had Monet local.
Right,
Yep.
we had Monet drop this
Tropicana
yesterday
on the 4th.
on the 4th. So
Yeah,
this
that
was
was-
Tropicana, so
yesterday.
check it out.
That's on Thursday,
Follow her
yeah.
on all our social media pages.
Right.
The album cover and the photos are nice.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
looks really
Yes,
So I
good.
was-
I think
I was
styled by
reading
Chavi,
on it.
Chavi
Yeah.
Rose,
Yeah, I think I read a post from her. She talked about everything,
Yeah.
all the works of this album
Yeah.
was done by VI.
Local people, yeah.
VI
All local.
between US and BVI
Yeah,
for this
yeah,
Virgin Islands.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So really good, and she's been doing a lot of performances. I think she's gonna be doing either Miami or Orlando
For the
some-
Miami
or
Carnival.
well,
somebody's
October,
carnival.
yeah, it's Miami
Okay.
Carnival
Yeah.
right
Man,
now.
Carnival going on right now, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
so-
Yeah.
She's been doing that, and she's performed a couple weeks in Atlanta. So she's just been busy and all over the place.
That's what's
so
up.
pretty cool.
Good. Shout
And-
out to Monet.
Yeah,
Shout out Monet, man.
Yeah,
She's a dancer.
she's a everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Answer.
And then we had Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
He's
We had
back
Lil Wayne
after
drop.
how many years?
Yeah.
Like 6 years?
6 years.
Yeah.
Since the
Oh
last
yeah, the
Carter.
Carter 5.
Four
I
was
did
6 years ago,
preview.
4 years ago.
I got like halfway through the album. more than
Okay,
halfway.
what do you think?
Wheezy is still Wheezy.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's still the same. He ain't
still,
really changed.
He's still
Okay.
Wheezy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been a big Lil Wayne fan.
Okay.
So I've been waiting for the album
Yeah.
for I don't know times.
Okay.
And to be honest, I wasn't like that impressed. I listened to literally 3 songs off the album.
And they didn't.
Okay.
Out of the 23.
Okay.
And they didn't jump yet.
And it's like it. Maybe I need to listen to it more, but I haven't.
Yeah.
It hasn't pulled me.
I
It hasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I-
literally 3 songs I listened to out of the 23, and that's it.
I do a full listen of an album twice before I give my comments on it. So I listen to it the first time. I say, okay, this is how I feel initially. Second time I listen, if I feel the same, then I know I was right.
Right.
Okay.
And then I give my views. But from what I heard so far, I got a few tracks that I like. If I repeat any tracks on my first listen, then I really like it. It's really good.
Okay.
I think I repeated one track. I'm not sure which one it was, but I was like, yep, this is
Dedicated.
Maybe I'm not sure.
Lisa used to.
I can't say right now. I was just letting the tracks
Alright,
run. I wasn't.
fine.
Yeah, but you can see that it's he did bring back some of what was missing. In that some guys need to understand when you're doing a hip hop album, you have to touch various different topics.
Right.
Okay.
And his approach to that in the album is still there, and I know that's one thing I definitely appreciate about it. But I haven't fully gone through the album. I think I started to get bored and just say, okay, well. But I can see that his approach in terms of a hip hop album and what guys should do, you address different topics. They always have a word of motivation, and then you talk about spending money and the girls and the ladies and whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Chime
I
in, Blake.
ain't listened to Wayne album.
Oh, okay.
You wanna know why?
Tell us why.
He don't got
I
no more
online this
locks.
some days ago.
He got 7 locks.
Wayne is the father of this mumble rap generation. It's he who ushered in the lane, he ushered in the look, the laziness, all of that. Wayne is who destroy hip hop after he built it up.
It's interesting.
That's interesting.
When you really think back on it, all these guys out there right now with all the pretty hair and the teeth, and that's Wayne. That is
Yeah.
Wayne spawn.
It's all Wayne. Yeah.
I wouldn't hold him solely responsible.
No, he's solely. Wayne was the only. Cause remember, Wayne was the only one he was the one rocking the cups and going in the boot.
Hear what? If you don't listen to any track, listen to one. It's called Dedicated. Wayne talks exactly about that. Everything that you're just saying right now.
I blame
Wayne is
Gucci.
responsible.
He's like, I am responsible for literally tats on my face, diamonds in my mouth.
Nobody was doing
I am
it. You wanna know
responsible
why?
for that.
I was a Hot Boy fan.
Right.
I remember Wayne. This
Taking it
little
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Single-handedly, nah. But I'll check out that track.
Yeah.
Check out the track.
Nah, but Lil Wayne, I don't know. Lil Wayne hit a streak at one point where when you hot, you just hot. And when you hot and you unstoppable, you can just say anything and
Right.
and it becomes fun.
No, I don't agree. You wanna know why?
No, but
because
it's true.
Wayne was hot until he started dabbling in those medicines and those.
With the lean.
The lean.
Yeah, of
when he
course.
started dabbling in the lean, then he started going into the boot, high like a kite, and started.
And he almost died a few times.
Yeah, he did.
And
was there a few
the younger generation was like,
But they
oh,
still love it.
no matter which generation it is, whatever music is out during that time, you be like, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had the opportunity to span that whole generation, where we could tell our children or our little cousins, this is garbage, brother. You don't know, but you cannot tell us. You can't tell somebody that, hey, your music is trash.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's their song.
Yeah. How do you define
That's your
what's
craft.
good music?
Yeah.
Right. When you have listeners.
Yeah, when it's relative. It depends on the listener. So yeah.
Well,
But Wayne time has gone. In my eyes, he needs to mature.
Again.
I don't want to hear Wayne.
is that possible though?
Yes, it is possible.
Okay.
Eminem went through the phase. But he as far as I see it, Kamikaze, he just needed to get some stuff off his chest.
Yeah.
It's stuff that he probably had a long time ago, but he's like, I just need to put this out.
But that's M though.
no, yeah, that's M.
That's M.
Because-
you expect that from him though.
Because he went through a phase where he was childish. high in the boot, and people was like, dude,
Sick.
you need to mature.
Recovery.
No, but
Fine.
Right.
He
Yeah,
dropped something
so-
mature, and then was like, hey, this is whack.
You
We
know-
need you back crazy. Like, dude, I can't please all
Yeah,
you.
but
Yeah.
I was just gonna say too.
So now he went back to, let me do
Eminem
me.
went through that phase too. Like
Yeah.
Eminem have a whole song mumbling, not
Right.
saying nothing.
Not saying nothing.
He said it at the end of the song. I just did a whole song. and
You
I-
want to know
I
why?
didn't say
But he did it creatively, intentionally,
Okay.
to show you how whack hip hop is right now. Remember, as high as M used to be, he's a mental.
Yeah.
He's always processing what's going on. He's always up to date with what's going on. But Wayne, I know that. I don't know. I need a mature Wayne to speak about his life. I don't want to hear no more about the Flash. I want man like Wayne to evolve like Jay-Z.
Oh well, that's what I was gonna say, and
It's a
that's
different
where-
class.
Because you remember the time when there was like the Battle of the Carters?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Wayne was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Then he fell off.
Yeah, and actually, my favorite Lil Wayne albums are the Carter 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I prefer those 3 albums, and then he went into this mixtape thing where that's when he just turned into that whole went south thing. Yeah,
But he's a mixtape king.
mixtape. He is the mixtape.
He's a mixtape king.
He is. He had mixtapes like water.
Yeah.
Hip hop music.
So Claudia, how old are you today? 25?
Yes.
Again?
I'm going
Nice.
to claim it in the name of Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, happy birthday.
I'm
again.
25 with a 25-year-old.
Dante only 25?
I know. I'm so old.
Dante only 25?
He only
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Dante like 28 or
No.
29.
No.
For real? He younger than me?
I just learned
Yeah,
something.
he's 25.
That makes no sense.
Yes.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Dante, if you're listening, you young boy.
You young the man.
You young the man.
You can't tell me nothing.
But I feel like he's getting so old so quick.
Right, because he's mature. He's mature.
I
He's very mature.
guess.
Yeah. For a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
I still
exactly.
baby him though. Sorry, baby.
Still baby him. Sorry, baby.
St. George's for his maturity.
Oh, yes, he
St. George's do mature kids a lot faster than
Yeah.
high school and then our local high
Yeah, and I think it's because it's so small and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was intentional. It was really intentional.
teachers that care.
Yeah, they pour a lot into the kids.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, there's still hope for the BBI. Yeah. We have
all
great
right,
teachers
guys,
out
it's been
there.
a-
It's Teachers Week. We have great educators
We
out
do.
there. We
Shout out
thank
all
you
the
because
teachers.
it's
I
a
am-
selfless job, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been there.
When you have to teach 30 different personalities, they're dealing with their own
Right.
issues at home, their own class, friends' issues. A teacher is special,
Yeah.
very special. So shout out to the teachers.
I like to shout out my teachers. I mean, my teachers when I was young.
Weren't you an educator?
Huh?
Weren't you an educator?
Yeah.
You sure?
So I want to know. Tell me this.
Yep.
What is your whole take on this generation as an adult versus your generation as a student? What's different?
What's different with this
The atmosphere, the overall atmosphere
atmosphere with the kids
with the kids.
versus when I was younger? Well, I just think that times have changed, and I think how we learned is different from how the children should learn now. I mean, you can't expect them to learn the same way that we did, and there's trade-offs. We would see the younger generation, and they're very intuitive. They can pick up any device, and they're a whiz at it. But basically that was still similar to us. When we would be the ones to teach our parents how to use the VCRs and all that
Right,
stuff.
right.
So the technology changes. As the technology changes, the kids are going to adapt to it very fast. But the ways in which they learn and being more interactive, I think you still have to keep that there. Kids are learning, they're taking it in, but I think they're missing a lot of experiences that
Yeah.
we used to have.
Yeah, the
that was
fun and-
incorporated
yeah.
into our schools.
Sometimes I feel
I see a lot of projects. I see my nephew doing so many projects, and I'm like, we didn't do all of these projects, and it's just different styles, but is the projects really doing something? And then
Right.
you would see him doing something in the house, like, dude, does this make sense? Like, really, like, you gotta think about it. And back in our day, all we just do is pick a flower and tape it in the book. And
I think our education system, in a sense, we playing catch up. Because when I came from the States in '96, first farm, I was doing computer. I used to play the saxophone, if you never know.
Yeah, I remember.
I did woodwork. I did home ec.
Proud to say that.
Do they still
Everything-
have home ec?
Yeah,
You
everything
probably
was
said
co-ed.
Okay.
When I used to live in New Jersey and New York, everything was co-ed.
Yeah.
So I learned all of this. But when I came here, they was like, "Oh, you can't do none of that until you reach third or fourth form." And then I was like, "I'm
Yeah,
not interested
I
in
think
this anymore."
They start too late.
No, well,
Start way too late.
And this
You got
is,
to teach a child
Yeah.
when they're sponges.
Yeah.
Right.
we
So
gotta,
that they
we
could
gotta,
start, deciding like, ooh,
we
this
gotta,
I like.
we gotta,
yeah.
we gotta revamp the ways in which we learn. Like I said, they're missing a lot of experiences. So those experiences that you have to wait until fourth form and fifth form to get.
That's too late.
That's late.
But we gotta be the ones to say, okay, well, let's have that conversation. Let's see how we're gonna redesign it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Because listen, it's yep.
Yeah. And that's it, guys.
Guys?
And that's it.
That's
We gotta
Caribbean
wrap it up.
Superstation, we gotta go. We
We
already
done.
a minute over.
Go in
We
your bed.
just we had a great day today.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had
have a
some
good week,
champagne,
guys.
some cake, some wine. We
Yeah.
had Che, not
Yep.
Chi.
Thanks,
Hey,
Robin.
Che, thanks
Hey,
for coming.
Say it again. Say
Hey,
it
Che.
one more time.
Che.
All right.
Che.
Yep.
Pulse VI, guys, Caribbean Superstation. We had a great day today. Thanks for listening. If you're online, shout outs to you. Much
up?
love. Thanks for the support. Have a good day, guys.
Great.
We be the heart of the VA. Feel the pulse and you will see why. Where I from, we do it B.I.G. On each other, we could rely. Feel the pulse of the VA. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.